campus of UCLA, the Southern Utah Thunderbirds and UCLA Bruins men's basketball presented by Jared.
I'm looking at Dwayne Morgan. He's their best player, their leading scorer. He's actually a sixth-year senior, and he can score from the inside out. I don't think they have a chance to upset the Bruins if he doesn't ball out.
On the other side, as you take a look at UCLA, we talked about their balance. Who do you like?
Well, I love Tiger Campbell, his hair flapping in the breeze. He is the key. We talked a little bit about Chris Smith in the open, but Prince Ali is the guy that I'm looking to see if he can.
He was very entertaining today, very generous with his time with us. Can the Bruins start their season 4-0? It's been a nice start for them, Southern Utah.
Here to this atmosphere.
From the corner. Shot from Marine, no good.
And that's the one thing that Southern Utah has struggled to do is shoot the three ball.
Riley. And
gets bonus points from me.
You're very into the detail.
3 daughters would be very proud of their dad right now.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. There's a lot to talk about.
Nice pass.
Oh, what a beautiful feed. Jalen Hill. But you mentioned it earlier, Southern Utah doesn't shoot a lot from the outside. They like to get into the... Ali
turned his ankle. We weren't even sure if he was going to play. I think when he first got the job, his first job was to re-recruit the guys that they already have, including Prince Ali. Not have a deep front court. Trap here.
And there you go, the defense that Mick Cronin loves. Campbell. Changing speeds, wow. Coming in for a little floater.
Toward the sideline, and he didn't have a lot of room there, did Tiger Campbell.
Again, they go, Hawkes.
Guys who are distributing, but their entire team pretty much does it together, which can be a good thing. I would argue it's kind of a bad thing, because you need a guy that you can count on to really get everybody where they need to go, like this young man right here.
Campbell, here's another offensive board for UCLA.
Has been talking about with his boys.
2 into the game.
That's what he's in the game for. He is a raw offensive weapon. He will only catch and dunk, but defensively, he can alter the game.
He's got the ball. He's taken, that's his second shot of the year right there. 5 freshmen or walk-ons on it. But as you said at the beginning of the show, this Southern...
UCLA's point guard, and will we see Southern Utah start to trap and be a little bit more aggressive without their main ball handler on the floor?
There's Ali coming through. UCLA 5 for 11.
Permeates through the team when you have a guy like that.
Thunderbirds 0 for their last 6 from the field.
Mismatch here.
Doubled underneath. Blocked.
Turnaround that I see in Prince Ali, but he has to have a little bit of a hand in it.
Well, certainly Mick Cronin in his years in Cincinnati led the conference in steals, right? It's led the conference in steals and forcing turnovers per possession at Cincinnati. It's the converting it that's so... Denied. Second effort.
Drive, even though it got blocked, I really like the take, the aggressiveness.
There's just nowhere for Southern Utah to go in the paint. They have to get those outside shots.
You got a birthday coming up, Anne-Marie, though. That's pretty awesome.
I do.
Happy 35th.
Thank you, my friend.
Whoa, lucky right there for Prince Ali.
So pretty.
Southern Utah, you know, making it easy. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he got the ball stripped right there. He literally just lost it. But Mick Cronin and his staff, they should go to them on the offensive end to allow them to kind of retaliate in a legal way.
Yes. That's called men right there. Long shot.
3-point performance against BYU. Southern Utah is 1 of 7. I think that has gotten into their head a little bit, and they're speeding themselves up, trying desperately to get something going on the offensive end, and it's backfiring.
Well, and that's what I wanted to ask you. I mean, is that...
And if you turn the ball over, right? That's the double-edged sword. But this Southern Utah team, they can execute in the half court a lot better than they've shown. But they got to get this young man in the red hair playing downhill.
There's a long ball.
The team beat Nebraska in their second game of the season, and it was Cameron that hit that pull-up jumper. Look out, this is tough right here to defend. 3-on-1.
Some you just let go, and that's the way. And then a little box out. from Fawcett out of Saratoga Springs, Utah.
And immediately Cody Riley goes to the scores table, probably going to sub in for Jalen Hill. I don't think Mick Cronin liked playing with at the NBA level. We were teammates with the New Orleans Hornets.
I love it when your knowledge goes deep.
Speedy's a really good guy, too.
That was when they were the Flying Dutchman, just so you know.
And Mick Cronin has a rule. He would be an exception if it were like the NCAA tournament. But early on in this season, if you don't, as Harrison Butler gets another one, it's good to see him out here.
Yeah, getting their opportunity here. Tiger John Wright has his hands full.
I believe underneath an off-the-ball foul. Simultaneously, John Knight had stripped Tiger Campbell of the ball and was about to go in for a breakaway dunk.
He sure was.
Break for Southern Utah. Look underneath. There's a legal screen there.
You got a little bit of clarification.
On the basketball.
They're going to take it away, as the Bruins have been doing. That is the 9th turnover for Southern Utah. Crowd.
He loves this pass, Amory.
He does.
Tiger Campbell, he makes it look like he's going to shoot a floater ball kind of anywhere over the square. And then
their first opportunity, but they force him outside. Loose ball. Just going right in.
Nothing easy, though. They're not giving up.
They can cut it here into single digits pretty soon. Trying to get inside wasn't easy, but
UCLA has to bring help earlier.
It's an 11-2 run for the Thunderbirds. Up and under.
Yeah, the only team that actually worked. I thought Colorado's win over a very.
Meanwhile, Southern Utah, the score's still 12 points, but you really feel Southern Utah a bit of a shift.
Another isolation play.
And those are going in.
Is it being help side?
Ooh. Look pretty going in. Execution, no.
I mean, Mick Cronin, he doesn't give any style points.
You can't make. That's right. Our producer, Michael Moore. Southern Utah getting back, though. Quick.
Getting back, but not matching up.
No.
You do one without the other, the result is a dunk.
It looks like that. Two points in that BYU game.
Rare that you would have one of. I would argue that
for Tiger Campbell, what a beautiful pass back to Ali. 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock, taken away by John Knight III. The driver wants to go to the goal. Draws the foul.
Just be more decisive. Campbell could be fighting over that third best point guard in the Pac-12 conference. We'll see how it plays out.
Final seconds of the first half. Bruins going to the goal. Long shot up, and a UCLA in control, driver's seat the entire first half. And yes, of course. Especially after the season, we know everything.
Oh, wow.
That's another gear.
He crossed over Tiger Campbell something.
Sorry.
John Knight came off the bench in the first half to start this game, and Todd Simon, the head coach for Southern Utah, he's not messing around anymore. He's like, John, they need you out there right now.
And
Needed. Basketball better than the one right now. Number 3 in black and number 10 in white. It's pretty impressive.
I told you 10 in white can be converted to 3 in black very easily. Pull back the sides, color the top. Versatility, that's so nice, Chris Smith.
Something good happens. Roaming around the rim, that's just Harrison Butler had no chance. Jalen Hill. Fresh just to kind of keep Southern Utah from getting out in transition and mostly to slow this guy down right here.
Nice speed inside there. He made the pass.
On the e-break on that one, Andre Adams, number 32, is an Arizona State transfer, so he's familiar with Pauley Pavilion.
Campbell pulls up.
Nice move. Harrison Butler is so quickly.
It was very diplomatic, Casey.
I'm running for office.
Are you?
Yep. Will you vote for me?
I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know end of the game.
Okay. And I mentioned he's a 6th-year senior playing the NCAA tournament.
Well, these Thunderbirds, I mean, this is a one bid league, the Big Sky, but this is the year that they can really make a run for. How about Sharif O'Neal?
He doesn't look a ton like his dad, the famous Shaquille O'Neal, but his dad could not do this. 18 years old, and I know John Wooden's incredible, and he looked really old, and I expected him to kind of speak old. He couldn't have been more sharp and with it. He was incredible. That's what kind of blew me away. I didn't know how to play. He's unselfish, but the best thing he does on the offensive end, he can shoot the long-range ball, and this UCLA team needs him.
Prince Ali, patient, and brings it in. Underneath him, loose ball. Just loses it. Southern Utah, nice conversion, but
nicely done. Now, Lewison is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. He, can kind of do a little bit of everything. Defensively, he's one of their better defenders. There we go. They have not. Tiger Campbell's not on the floor. You can tell that the offense it's not oiled, right? And that's what Tiger Campbell does. He just oils the engine.
Ooh, going down hard.
That's one of a game this year. That's a block out there from Marine. And yeah, anytime you go airborne and you get even just a bump. Out of this deficit that they're staring at right now.
Do you want Knight III to give that ball back to Marine, though?
I want him to rise up and dunk the ball.
There we go. At 1, it's the big game between Cal and Stanford. And then at 6, Oregon State visits Washington State. Pre-game coverage begins.
We'll be wearing our Stanford gear. We got the popcorn ready, no doubt.
You'll be on the couch. It's some chili. Well, it's too hot now for chili.
Some chicken wings.
Nice.
Some homemade baked chicken wings. So healthier that way.
Because your wife's a Renaissance woman.
Going up, we've already seen how raw his offensive game is. On that, the only way you can do it is take the open ones.
Unable, and he's trying to rip through.
Not sure, but they're shooting barely over 20% on the year.
Driving straight up the middle and denied, but John Knight III, perimeter, long ball. Looks like he does it all. 10 minutes remaining, you got plenty of time.
But I'll tell you what, if there's one person, as Cody Riley, just right into the chest. That was fun, WIN.
I was just going to say, how did
it was their game plan, their team identity, half shoot-arounds, half practice.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice block there from Chris Smith.
Smith, perimeter. Smooth.
Absolutely. Jalen Smith could have caught that ball and come down with it. What was that?
Ali, extra pass.
Yeah, both. I mean, UCLA is a different team, and North Carolina is a different team too. They have Cole Anthony, the son of Greg Anthony, who's surgery last year. You can see the brace that I think he's kind of a quiet kid by nature. He just
since he was 11. I've got questions.
Yeah, well, we got. I mean, you combine the list of questions we have as 8 or 9.
Yeah.
If he went up, kind of soft.
Birds in the last 3+ minutes. They're 1 for their last 9. And there's a turnover.
And that steal is going to into being his defensive stopper, not a defensive guy. Like all the tools.
So it's the attitude.
Yeah, the attitude, the focus. To answer your question, has got to be his main priority every time he steps on the floor.
Second effort.
It's hard to press Tiger Campbell, though, because this is what's going to happen.
How about that? Last line of defense.
It's about Southern Utah. John Knight was good. He was trying to steal the ball. This young man, you got to make Southern Utah try and steal.
John Knight the third, spinning, coming right through the middle. John Knight.
Right now, you know, he's milking time off the clock. I just get worried that he gets a little bit squirrely with the ball. The course of his 5 years, you know, he came to finish what he started here, and you know, Mick Cronin needs an upperclassman to lead this young group.
But
well, he's had injuries all throughout his 5 years.
So that just is, you know, the fizzle.
LA, there's a lot of things to do. Quite as focused as I could have. Of players from all over the place, from all different programs too.
Chris Smith has tied his career high with 16.
But because he was all by himself is because afterwards there was no. You cannot walk into an opponent. If you get an elbow because you went underneath the chin of an opponent, that's on you. It's a foul, or that phrase, career high. Well, it's his career high because it's his first year playing, but Chris Smith has already had his career high. Jules Bernard had his career high off the bench.
A takeaway. Long shot, and I was just thinking there's been no three-point shooting on either side.
Sit down, much to the chagrin.
Would love to sit down,
no,
but it's a principle at this point.
For UCLA, it just continues to be impressive. That's the 10th block for UCLA.
He called it for relief. Beautiful.
Isn't it about they're like high-fiving each other? How cool that was.
I'm just enjoying the moment.
Gotta bring the double team here.
Kick back out. Long ball. You can tell when it.
Nice pass.
Underneath. Extra.
But Southern Utah's got to get in the gym and figure out a way to shoot their three ball with confidence. And if they can shoot even 30.
They face BYU. Movements either that we hear about. It was like 9. Off the glass, no good.
That space. Yeah.
And I have for you 49 points.
Freeze that game, and that was my career high. It was a home game. So.
I like it. I like it. If it makes the card, it's for real.
I made the card. I feel good about myself.
There you go. 49 points. That was fun. Final minute here at Pauley Pavilion as the UCLA Bruins starting their season off right. And this call. So sad. The 38-4 start for the Pac-12 conference. What a difference a year makes.
A possibility.
Another one there.
Which took place in Shanghai. By the way, Virginia is the best defensive team in the country and have been for years running now. The reigning national champs. Virginia's, most teams should be scoring that at halftime.
Ripped down in the late.
Did his job tonight.
Marine going to take one more shot. Hill. Giving the fans what he wants, yes.
He had to dribble that time because the last time he took about 7 steps by my calculations.
Yes. No. Fawcett. Shot doesn't go. And for UCLA, they start the season 4-0, a win.
Won by 15 points in what I consider a pretty talented Southern Utah team. So, look, this UCLA team is for real. And when I mean for real, I don't know if they're going to beat Oregon.